Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Tamika Robinson, and here on this channel, we are all about uplifting, encouraging, and motivating you to become a better version of yourself by solely focusing on you and learning how to heal from the things that deep down inside you know you need to heal from. So, if you are new here, I would like to welcome you. If you are returning, I want to personally say thank you, and I'm going to jump right into it. Today, I'm going to be talking about how hurt people, okay? And I know you heard that thousands and thousands of times, but it applies to the people that caused you suffering and caused you trauma and caused you heartbreak in your life, right? It's a different way of looking at it because not only do hurt people, but you won't fully be able to grasp that concept until you heal yourself. Not that you're going around hurting anybody, right? Not that you're doing unto others as others have done unto you. But once you fully heal from the things that you know you need to heal from, then you can look back on yourself and realize that on this journey, when you start to learn to love yourself, you see why you put up with certain things. You see why you stayed in certain relationships within yourself. And not only that, but it's a part of the forgiveness process, right? That's why we don't hold revenge against those who have hurt us once we heal and once we learn to love ourselves, because you look back on the things that you accepted in a relationship and like, wow, you would never get with somebody like that today. Once you discover how much you love yourself, you would never put yourself around those type of friend groups because you love yourself. And that's how it is for the people that has caused you harm. Okay, whether that be your parents, whether that be your lover, whether that be your family members, whatever you had to suffer through, right? It's very important to remember that hurt people hurt people. So it's not like you deserved it. It's not like you done anything wrong. It's not like anything is wrong with you. It's just that those people that chose to do whatever they done to you, and only you and God knows what you've been through, right? It's because they were hurt and they never got the healing that they needed. So it didn't matter what they did to you. It didn't matter how they treated you, right? And it all goes together. Once you learn to forgive and forget, then you learn to love yourself. And when you love yourself, you look at yourself, examine yourself, and you realize the things that you allowed to come into your life. You realize why you dealt with so much, because over here, you would never. It's a big difference. And it's just another way of, looking your trauma in a different way, so that way you won't be looking at it through victimized eyes. Woe is me, why they do me like that, why my mama loved my brothers and sisters more than me, why my grandmama was so mean to me, what did I do to deserve that, or making up excuses for your behavior, right? uh well, y'all don't know what I've been through, so that's why I am the way I am. You know how many times you heard that? You know how many times you thought that to yourself? So once you heal, then you understand that hurt people hurt people. And when you understand that, it's easier to walk away in peace without seeking revenge, without having animosity, without harboring ill feelings, ill will feelings towards those who have hurt you. That's a part of healing. That's a part of walking away. That's a part of letting go. It's a part of the process to becoming a better you and learning how to love you. Now, just because we saying hurt people, that doesn't make uh excuses, right? for the people that hurt you. That doesn't take away from the things that you had to suffer. It does not take anything away from what you had to endure. But what it does is help you to pick yourself up and to not look back and to keep moving forward, making the decisions each and every day that you need to make for yourself. Realizing that you love yourself. You in the driver's seat. You got the pen in your hand. You writing your own story. You driving the car. You directing your life. Not at the opinions of other people. Not trying to please other people. Excuse me. Not trying to stay around those who have hurt us. Okay? Looking for validation. Looking for sympathy. Looking for emotional support that you will never get and have never gotten. That can leave you feeling void and sad and hurt and abused and victimized. Woe is me. So when you understand that hurt people, you first got to understand yourself. That's why this is a self-love discovery journey, because everything starts with you and everything is going to end with you. And when you start with yourself, self-examination, right? Being truthful. Now we're talking about you and God. We're not talking about just having a conversation with other people going along again. I'm talking about being real, honest, open, and vulnerable, right? About the things that you really feel. Not the things that you cover up, not the things that you bury deep down inside, but the things that you really feel, the things that really hurt you. Your feelings matter to God. So when you're talking to God, you got to make sure you be honest with Him. You know, I didn't like that. That made me feel bad. I don't know why I had to go through that, and you don't understand this. You don't understand that having those deep conversations with God, being honest. And once you do that, then you are opening up your heart. And see, when you open up your heart, now you open to receive healing, blessings, peace, serenity, right? But when you over there around negativity, when you still around them toxic family members, you're going to always be confused. You're going to always be left with that dis-ease when you're around everybody, whether you admit it or not. You can try to, what am I looking for, Spirit? You can try to sugarcoat what you feel, right? Because that's what we do when we around toxic people that hurt us, and we still around them, and we still want to love that grandmama and love that mom and love that auntie and love them brothers and sisters, regardless if we know they not showing us no love, right? You feel dis-ease with inside of you, right? And you can overlook that dis-ease because you want to be liked so bad. You want them people to accept you so bad. You thinking that things are going to change because you have buried your pain. You have buried your trauma. So that means you just pushing it down. You just keep going and going and going and acting like nothing ever happened. But that's not going to ever resolve the problem. Now, that's not to say that you're going to turn around and do to other people what they have done to you, but you know what it will do? It will stunt your growth. It will make you tolerate things in a relationship that a person who loved themselves would never tolerate, because you know you deserve better. You know your value. You know your worth. And once you do learn your value and your worth, then it's easier for you to look back and forgive them folks, because you know it's coming from a hurt place. You know it's something they got going on inside of them that they have not yet corrected or acknowledged or even choose to heal from. So it just helps you. It helps you in your process. It helps you to move forward and separate yourself from them people. Not that you're never going to see your family again, but on your healing journey, you got to walk away. God will pull you away and separate you so that you can get by yourself long enough so that you can go through your surgery of your heart transformation. Because right now, if you're still around people that hurt you, if you're still in that relationship thinking that, he gonna change or she gonna change, or, just you're gonna wake up one day and things are gonna be different, then you're selling yourself short. Because over here at the end of this journey, Okay. After you figure out who you are and whose you are and how much you love yourself, it's somebody standing there waiting to love you and treat you the way that you want and deserve to be treated. Somebody that will cherish you just for you, because that's what we all want, in a relationship, in a family ship, where in a friendship. We want people that's genuine and authentic, but you will never get that if you're not genuine and authentic with yourself. So I just want to come in here real quick and remind you of a different way of looking at the things that you had to suffer. Because if you don't ever get healing, you will never know your full potential. You will never learn to value yourself and see yourself the way that God see you. You can go along to get along all you want to, right? Because we see people do that all the time. You bury the dis-ease and you cover it up with noise, because when you're around your toxic family members, it's a bunch of parties and kickbacks and fake I love yous and fake hugs and fake get-togethers and all of this noise and all of this talking. You will never be able to hear that small, still voice that's inside of you, that's telling you you shouldn't be here, that's causing you dis-ease inside to make you feel a certain way. It's trying to get your attention, to pull you away so that you can become one with yourself. And when you become one with yourself, you don't want revenge for anybody. You don't care about revenge, right? All you focus on is healing and doing better each and every day. All of those things that happened to you in the past, you will no longer even remember those things, because you are so consumed with doing you. And that's hard to do in the world that we live in today. Everybody's pulling on your attention. Everybody needs companionship and friendships and all of these other things, right? It's not easy to walk that walk by yourself, talk that talk by yourself. Deal with that pain. Give that pain to God. Let God use you. Do things God's way, because his way is nothing like the way of the world. His way is going to look real different to you and to everybody else. So you got to be ready to look within, because everything starts with you and everything is going to end with you. And when you finally learn that, you can look back on all them relationships, all them friendships, all them family ships, and say, you know what? I went through those things. You went through those things, but you forgive those people, because now you over here worried about yourself. You focused on the future. You're not focused on the past. And it helps to forgive all of those people that hurt you, even the ones that was closest to you. So y'all know we are not here for a long time. We are here for a good time. And if anybody have not yet told you today how much they love you, let me be the first to tell you that I love you. But most importantly, Jesus loves us so much more. Thank you so very much for listening to me today. Stay prayed up and have a blessed day.